It was a perfect Saturday morning. The sun shone brightly over the neighborhood park, and the air buzzed with the joyful laughter of children. The park was alive. Kids were swinging high, sliding down brightly colored slides, and racing each other across the grassy fields. Near the edge of the park on the badminton court stood Samiha, a bright-eyed 10-year-old with a heart full of kindness and a mind as sharp as her smashes. Dressed in her favorite pink sports outfit, Samiha was the center of attention, surrounded by her friends. They listened intently as she showed off her impressive badminton skills. "Watch closely," she said with a confident smile, holding her racket high. "This is how you perform the perfect smash." With a quick swing, the shuttlecock zipped across the net, leaving her friends clapping and cheering in amazement. "Aisha," Samiha asked gently, tilting her head, "what's wrong? You've barely touched your racket today." Aisha hesitated, looking down at the racket in her hands. Finally, she spoke, her voice barely above a whisper. I have a selection test for the school badminton team tomorrow," she confessed, her eyes brimming with worry. Samiha's eyes widened in surprise, but instead of letting the weight of Aisha's fear settle, she grinned. "Don't worry, Aisha. We've got this. You'll be a badminton star by tomorrow, I promise." Samiha wasn't the type to waste time. As soon as Aisha shared her worries, Samiha's sharp mind kicked into action. She plopped down on the badminton court, her pink t-shirt catching the sunlight, and pulled out a notebook. "All right, Aisha," she said with a determined smile, sketching diagrams of footwork and techniques. "We're going to break this down step by step. First, a quick snack break to fuel up, then it's game on." The two sat under the shade of a nearby tree, giggling as they munched on sandwiches Samiha's mom had packed. Aisha's nervousness began to melt away as Samiha's excitement became contagious. "Lesson 1, Samiha said, holding her racket high. "How to hold your racket properly. This little tool is your partner on the court. You've got to trust it." Samiha patiently adjusted Aisha's grip, explaining, "Feel the handle like shaking hands with a new friend. Not too tight, not too loose, just right." At first, Aisha's movements were clumsy, and she stumbled a few times. Samiha burst into laughter, not in mockery, but with the kind of encouragement only a true friend could give. "It's okay. Even the best players started by tripping over their own feet," she teased, her laughter lighting up the court. But soon, with Samiha's guidance, Aisha found her rhythm. Her footwork became more precise, and her confidence began to shine. The transformation was already starting. "Now," Samiha announced dramatically, "it's time for the fun part, the smash." With a swift motion, Samiha's racket connected with the shuttlecock, sending it flying like a rocket. Aisha watched in awe, her eyes wide. Samiha turned to her and said, "Your turn. Let's see that power." Aisha gripped the racket tightly, swung with all her might, and smash. The shuttlecock soared over the net. It wasn't perfect, but it was a start. Cheers erupted from the sidelines as their friends clapped and shouted, "Go, Aisha!" And just like that, with Samiha's support, Aisha began to believe in herself. The training was in full swing now. Samiha was determined, and Aisha was giving it her all. But as the sun climbed higher, the challenges began to show. At first, Aisha struggled with every step. Her footwork was shaky, her shots went off target, and more than once she tripped over her own feet. Frustration clouded her face as she sighed. "I'm never going to get this," she muttered. But Samiha wouldn't let her give up. "Hey, nobody becomes a champion in one go," she said, her laughter ringing out like sunshine. "Let's try again, but this time focus on your feet. Small steps, not giant leaps." Step by step, rally by rally, Aisha began to improve. Samiha clapped her hands and cheered her on. "That's it. Stay light on your toes like you're dancing," she coached. After an hour of intense practice, something clicked. Aisha's footwork became smoother, and she started moving confidently across the court. Her shots were more precise, and her energy shifted from nervous to focused. "Now for the big moment, the smash!" Samiha declared, her eyes gleaming with excitement. "Get ready, Aisha. It's all about timing and power." With Samiha's encouragement, Aisha lined up her shot, took a deep breath, and swung. The shuttlecock soared high into the air, then zipped across the net with surprising force. Samiha jumped up, cheering loudly. "You did it! That was amazing!" Aisha stood there, stunned but grinning from ear to ear. The shy, hesitant girl from earlier was gone, replaced by someone who had just discovered her strength. It wasn't perfect, but it didn't need to be. Aisha was learning that with effort and the right support, she could overcome any obstacle. And in that moment, she began to believe she could do this. The clock was ticking. The sun began to dip in the sky, painting the park in shades of orange and gold. They had just 1 hour left before they had to wrap up training. Samiha knew this was their final push. "All right, Aisha," Samiha said, her voice steady. "You've got the basics down, your grip, footwork, and the smash. Now let's put it all together. We'll do match simulations." Aisha nodded, her eyes glinting with newfound determination. The nervous girl from earlier was gone, replaced by someone ready to fight for her dreams. "Serve!" Samiha shouted, sending the shuttlecock flying. Aisha dashed forward, her movements precise, her focus razor-sharp. With a quick flick of her wrist, she returned the shot effortlessly. The match simulation was intense. Samiha didn't hold back, sending the shuttlecock zipping across the court with powerful smashes and tricky drops. But Aisha was ready. She anticipated every move, her reflexes sharper with each rally. "Amazing save!" Samiha cheered, clapping her hands. The two of them laughed, sweat pouring down their faces, but neither was ready to quit. As the last rally began, Samiha served with a wicked spin. Aisha charged forward, her eyes locked on the shuttlecock. With a mighty swing, she smashed it over the net, right past Samiha. Cheers erupted from their friends on the sidelines. Aisha couldn't believe it. She had done it. She had outplayed Samiha in that final rally. With the sun setting behind them, Aisha stood tall, a victorious smile on her face. It wasn't just about the game anymore. It was about proving to herself that she could rise above her doubts and fears. "You've got this, Aisha," Samiha said, her voice soft but filled with pride. "Tomorrow you're going to shine." The next morning arrived faster than Aisha had expected. The sun was just peeking over the horizon, and the school's badminton court was abuzz with excitement. Students warmed up, practiced their shots, and whispered nervously to one another. Aisha stood near the edge of the court, clutching her racket tightly. Her heart was pounding, but she remembered Samiha's voice from the day before. "You've got this," she repeated to herself. She looked over to the sidelines, where Samiha stood, waving enthusiastically and giving her a thumbs up. The first match began, and Aisha stepped onto the court. Her opponent was taller, faster, and looked confident. A murmur rippled through the small crowd. Could Aisha really do it? "Serve!" Aisha launched the shuttlecock into the air, her movements smooth and precise. The match was on. At first, she stumbled slightly, misjudging her opponent's speed, but Samiha's training kicked in. "Stay light on your feet," she whispered to herself, adjusting her stance. With every point, Aisha gained confidence. She countered smashes with clever drops, returned serves with precision, and even landed a few powerful smashes of her own. The crowd gasped and clapped, amazed by her transformation. With every point, Aisha gained confidence. She countered smashes with clever drops, returned serves with precision, and even landed a few powerful smashes of her own. The crowd gasped and clapped, amazed by her transformation. The final point was nerve-wracking. Both players were tied, and this shot would decide it all. The shuttlecock flew high, and Aisha's eyes locked onto it. She leaped into the air and swung with all her might. Smash! The crowd roared as Aisha's opponent missed the return. She had won. Her hands trembled as she lowered her racket, and tears of joy welled up in her eyes. She had done it. She had proven to herself and everyone else that she belonged on the team. Samiha ran to her, throwing her arms around Aisha. "I knew you could do it," she exclaimed. Aisha smiled through her tears, whispering, "Thank you, Samiha. I couldn't have done it without you." Samiha ran to her, throwing her arms around Aisha. "I knew you could do it," she exclaimed. Aisha smiled through her tears, whispering, "Thank you, Samiha. I couldn't have done it without you." Later that evening, as the sky turned a soft purple and stars began to twinkle, Samiha was at home, relaxing after a long day. She was sprawled on the couch with her favorite book, her mind replaying the excitement of Aisha's match. The doorbell rang suddenly, breaking her thoughts. Samiha jumped up and rushed to open it. Standing there was Aisha, holding a neatly wrapped gift box in her hands, her face glowing with gratitude. "Samiha," Aisha began, her voice trembling slightly, I just wanted to say thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. This is for you." Samiha took the gift box and opened it carefully. Inside was a beautiful badminton racket, sparkling under the soft light. Along with it was a small handwritten note that read, "To the best coach and friend ever, love, Aisha." "Aisha, you didn't have to," Samiha began, her voice breaking slightly, but Aisha shook her head. "I had to," she said firmly. "You didn't just teach me badminton, you taught me how to believe in myself." The two friends stood there, sharing a moment of pure joy and gratitude. Samiha's heart swelled with pride, not for the gift, but for seeing Aisha's confidence shine so brightly. It was a reminder that helping others isn't just about teaching skills, it's about lifting them up to see their own potential. Hi everyone! Looking for fun and easy ways to learn? Visit www.cambridgeclassroom.com for exciting lessons, tips, and resources for students, teachers, and parents. From interactive activities to expert strategies, it's your one-stop shop for learning and fun. And don't miss our YouTube channel, Magwaisa Pack, packed with amazing videos to inspire and entertain you. Subscribe now for more learning adventures.
Go grab your racket, hit the court, let's play. Feel the thrill, it's a brand new day. With every swing, we'll reach the sky. Badminton dreams will fly so high. Hey! Work sharp, keep your stance. One small step, take a chance. With friends beside, there's nothing to fear. Aisha's story will bring you cheer. Hey! Hey! Smash to the limits, play your best. Train with heart, ace the test. Together we rise, together we shine. CambridgeClassroom.com makes learning divine. Wisdom, her kindness true, showed Aisha what she could do. From zero to hero in just one day, helping a friend can light the way. Hey! Focus hard, practice strong, learn the skills, it won't take long. Every rally's a chance to grow. Let's smash our fears, let courage show. Hey! Hey! Smash to the limits, play your best. Train with heart, ace the test. Together we rise, together we shine. CambridgeClassroom.com makes learning divine. Friendship grows when we lend a hand, building dreams like castles in the sand. Samiha and Aisha, a team so strong. The story inspires, let's pass it along. Hey! Smash the limits, play your best. Train with heart, ace the test. Together we rise, together we shine. CambridgeClassroom.com makes learning divine. Hey! And for more fun, don't forget, make some pots, the place to get. Videos to guide your dreams to unpack. Subscribe today, there's no turning back. Grab your racket, take a swing. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? Learn, play, grow, let's have some fun. With friends like these, the game's just begun.